Hello, everyone. I'm Lopi Clint. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, or Facebook, and actually today also Twitch, as I finally was able to turn it back on, as we were finally able to upgrade our internet, and hopefully it all works. It's been a while, so we'll see what happens. As Let me say hello to everyone. Hello, Audrey and Evan. Hello, T. Hello, Mom. Hi, K Noon. Hi, Sandra. Thanks for joining here on Zoom. Hello, Lisa, Hakuzo, and Sue on YouTube, and everyone watching on Facebook. As always, if you're watching on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once, so if you don't see my face at the top corner, very likely I cannot see your comment or message right now, but I'll always go back and reply. Hello, Guinyan. Thanks for joining in. Oh, hello, Stacy. Thanks for joining in also on YouTube. As always, it's great to be here. And have you guys been doing your homework? Okay, very good. Hello, Daniel. For those who are new or may have forgotten, the homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. It's a great way to help you practice meditation outside the meditation hall. As of course, when we sit and practice, we are doing our best to practice to get that skill. But remember, in our daily life, that's when we get to truly start to use that skill. Because life is always so colorful. There's always something going on, right? Whether it's a good thing or a not so good thing, there's always something. But what's important is being able to regain our calm, our peace, as best we can. That way, if it's not so great, we can find a way to deal with it and fix it if possible. Oh, hello, Isaac. Thanks for joining in. And Ivy on YouTube. So, very glad you guys have been doing your homework. And please do keep it up. You'll notice it really does help. So, as always, for Mondays and Wednesdays, I let you guys decide how much instruction would you guys like. As I have them as levels. Level 1 is for beginners. As in you brand into meditation, you need every step. Maybe, or level 2 for those who kind of know what you're doing, but you like a lot of instruction. Level 3 for those who like it more moderate. Or level 4, long silence. And for those who like long silence, Fridays are always level 4. So, go ahead and type into the chat, show me with your fingers if you want, or into the comments. Oh, hello, Tina. Thanks for joining in. Okay, I see a couple 3s, a couple 2s now. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're watching the recording, I'll also put it into the next day, okay? Alright, so I got another 3, so right now 3s are winning. Okay, now we're back to tied at 2 and 3 again. Now, of course, like I said, these are not levels of difficulty, it's more of a how much you would like me to speak during meditation. As you practice more and more, you'll start to realize the longer silence feels wonderful. But if you're still new, or the day has just been chaotic, and it's nice to hear my voice, then I'm glad to help you out. Okay, I see a 4, a 3, another 2. Okay, we're averaging out at about 3 again. Okay. Okay, give a few more seconds. As I'm always glad that I get to be here with you guys. Again, I wanted to apologize for Saturday. I wasn't able to make it, but I do share good energy with you all as it was a wonderful event that I got to be at. I was at Niagara Falls and we did a international alms offering. So they offered food to the monks. There were, I think, 28 monks and from several different temples and all over the US and us in Canada crossing over. So it was really nice. Okay. Alright, looks like today will be a 3, seeing all the different numbers. Thank you everyone for typing it in. And again, for those who are watching the recording, you can also type it into the comment. I always go back and reply, and I will put it into Wednesday. Okay, then for today, we're going to have a level 3, moderate instruction. So remember, take your time, don't force, don't push. Meditation is for inner peace, not Instagram. Okay? Meaning, when we're practicing, you don't have to look picture perfect. Be comfortable. Feel perfect. Okay? So, if you want to take pictures, do so later, another time. But now that we're about to practice, don't worry about it. Be comfortable first. Sit on a chair, sit on a mat, lay in your bed. Totally fine. Because right now we're online. But if you get the chance to be in person with a group, I recommend sitting better. Okay, so is everyone ready? Okay, then let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes, taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air, and breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Taking a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel as innocent as a child. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan. We're not quite scanning for something, but rather allowing your body to relax from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. And take your time. Allow yourself to relax naturally, comfortably, as meditation is like a mini vacation. It shouldn't feel like work. It shouldn't feel like a competition or a race. An opportunity to relax your body and your mind. When you start to allow yourself to relax, make adjustments. A common misunderstanding is that when you meditate, you must sit still. This is a misunderstanding. You don't have to try to sit still. Instead, your body will naturally stay still. Why? Because you're comfortable, not because you're forcing yourself. While 100 years ago, they would say, sit still, don't move. It's not wrong, but this wording was meant for people hundreds of years ago, as back then people were very laid back, very relaxed. As we know, we need the balance of relaxation and awareness. Back then, they needed awareness and focus. So what better way to focus than to focus on your body, to have it be still and not move. But nowadays, we focus way too much. We overthink. We even plan about planning. And we have forgotten how to relax. So nowadays, when we hear sit still, don't move, we end up adding an extra step that wasn't there before. We tense up. That's not one of the steps. That tensing up is the incorrect thing that we're doing. My master, as wise as he is, realizing all the followers are tensing up, not allowing that balance. So he reminded us, relax first. Relax your body, relax your mind. It may seem very lazy, but actually, this is the shortcut. So if you've done meditation where you sit still and not move, it's actually a great discipline. Now that you know it's okay to move, allow yourself to adjust just when you need to. Because it starts off with relaxation, or really feeling content, that feeling of comfortable enough. If you feel okay, great, stay right there. But if you ever feel less than okay, please adjust. Those minor adjustments can be the difference of enduring and enjoying. So please keep yourself at the level of enjoyment, not enduring. Make adjustments, and you'll find yourself able to keep going longer than you thought. So relax your body first, then relax your mind by letting your mind stay with just one thing. Anything at all, whatever feels comfortable and easy to you. This is how we allow our mind to rest. Eventually, we want our mind to stop thinking. But it's a lot easier said than done. So instead, allow your mind to stay with just one thing. Relaxingly, comfortably. This way, your mind can start to let go of all those extra thoughts until eventually, even that one thought we start to let go of. But remember, letting go is not throwing away or forgetting about. It's more like placing down rather than carrying. We tend to carry all our thoughts with us all the time. And even though our thoughts are weightless, they have no mass, but they weigh us down, especially the more we think about them. So now we're learning to place them down, like placing your groceries on the counter. You don't have to carry it around with you all over the house. We place it down, put them where they need to go. That way, when it's time to eat or time to use them, we know where to get them. And let yourself stay in that calm state. Relax your body, relax your mind. Enjoy this mini vacation and allow peace and clarity to come back. Sam Arhan Sam Arhan Sam Arhan. And now let us continue in silence, letting your mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Araham Sammo Araham Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our body, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. And let this light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding city, filling the state or province and the surrounding states or provinces, filling the country and the surrounding country, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together, for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sabbe Buddha Parapata Pacheka Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanchate Jenarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapabuddhanupavena Sapathamanupavena Sapasankhanupavena Sathasoti Bhavantu Te. Now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? Take a moment to notice how you feel right now, now that we finished the meditation, compared to when we just started. And if you're a regular meditator now, compare it to last session. See how you're doing. Because every session we meditate, it's either a good session or an almost good session. There are no bad sessions. It's because the good sessions, great. How do we do it again? Do our best to try and do it again. The almost good sessions, we learn, oh, what are the things that are our challenges? How can we adjust? And then we practice adjusting to it. Or being able to get away from it better during the day. As many times when we meditate, the thing that tends to be on your mind is the drama of today or this recent week. That's usually what is on your mind. That's just how the mind works. So this is why we're practicing, learning how to leave it outside, not bring it in with us, but also learning how to accept and let go a lot easier, little by little, as it's a journey. You're not going to be able to do it like that. It takes some time, but you'll start to notice, it's easier and easier as time passes, the more we practice, because you'll find yourself being able to keep that calm, bring back that calm and that focus when you need it, instead of just everywhere and just trying to make sense of it all. Okay? All right. So, for today, actually, thank you, Nokia. She reminded me today, or at least in these few days, we tend to think of our master, or our master nun. She was our current master's master, and her name is Kunyai Jan. So her name was Jan. We call Kunyai means grandmother, and she was an amazing meditator, our master's master, and she cannot read or write, but she was able to establish a temple. In fact, our main temple in Thailand. Amazing, and very, very wise, and always simple, but simple, easy to understand wisdom. Even if it's something very, very deep, she can explain it in a very simple manner. So, like educated people tend to like to have eloquent language, right? We'll have so many wonderful words. She'll go right down to just street level. This is just regular conversation, but it's something so deep. You go, wow. So, to commemorate her, one thing that she would always like to talk about was not to be reckless with our time. She said that even when she was younger, she would think that she was already old. Reason for this is that so that you're not reckless with how you use your time, how you use your body, your energy. Because when we're young, we think we have a lot more time, right? We think we have plenty of time, so we do really silly things. But if you really look at it, we don't know how much time we have. We're the cycle of life. We're born, we will age, we will get sick, and eventually it ends. We die. And then in Buddhism, we say it starts over. We reincarnate and continue on. But the thing is, because this is the fact of life, there will be life, there will be death. She always wanted us to remind ourselves to be mindful, to not be reckless. And even just recently, a few of my friends have lost people just today, just yesterday. Here in Toronto, we've lost 2 or 3 of our members recently. We don't know when we're gonna go. So the best thing to do is do our best today. Do the goodness you can do today. Continue to be better as best you can. And that's something that Kunyai would always teach us. Another thing she used to say is, we all have good and bad habits. If you can fix one bad habit in your entire lifetime, she said that that's worth it to be born as a human. To be able to be born and be able to fix something. Because our habits is kind of like our karma. It's like who we are. We tend to do it without even thinking about it. So if we're able to fix the bad ones, the good ones continue to grow. and we're able to go on to the next life and continue doing the thing that we do. So that's also explanation why some kids, were they're born and they're able to do amazing things. You're like, I didn't teach them that. And it's because we've been doing it many, many lifetimes. We just don't remember it. It's just that character that we are now. So that's just little words of wisdom that I wanted to share from my master, or my master's master, Kunyaya-chan, an old lady who cannot read or write, but was able to establish a temple. That is, just a wonderful feat and a great master. Okay, so now let me open the floor to you guys if anyone has any questions or wonders. Also, hello Atapan, hello Annie, thanks for joining in. And let's see. Also, hello Julie, hi Jade, Nokgao. Thanks for joining in on YouTube also. Okay, so as always, let's see. I have a few questions on YouTube already. Let's see. Here we go. So Lisa says, even though it is not right, how do one let it go so they can have peace again? Okay, so it's like, how do you let go of when someone does something not so great? Or, okay, let's say, I'll interpret it as two things. If someone does something that's not great, how do you let go and have your own peace again? Or even if you yourself do something you know is not great, and then how do you have peace? So with others, well, actually, for both, one thing we have to do is forgive. Okay, with other people doing something to you, first thing we do is forgive them. And how do you forgive? It doesn't mean like you'll forgive and forget and everything's hunky dory. Not quite. Okay, it's more you forgive, as in you accept that what has happened, and then you leave it in the past, and you let go of that emotional attachment to that. That's us forgiving, and the forgiving is not for them; it's for us, so that we can move forward, to let go of that angry chain. So once we're able to let go of it, then you can move forward. And then from there, the relationship you have with that person is up to you. Do you want to still build it together? Do you still want to try to make it work? Then that's up to you, because every person is different. Some people you're ready to just go, well, okay, well, this is the thing. That's the straw that broke the camel's back. We're done. It's over, right? Or okay, we're now rebuilding the bridge here. It's up to you, because depending on the relationship you have with that person and whether or not you want to connect again. Okay, so understand it's okay to let go of people if they are just going to be harmful. Okay, now if it was yourself and you're just trying to think, how do I let go and forgive myself? Forgiving yourself is very important. Remember, you're human. We're all human. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes, and you're going to do it again. Because we are not perfect. We work on it. We do our best. Just like I mentioned today, how Kunyai would say, if you can fix one bad habit in your lifetime, it was worth it to be born. Because it's not easy to fix them. Because number one, when you have the bad habit, sometimes you don't even know you have it. You need someone to help tell you. Very rare you realize it yourself. You have to be very wise and have that clear mind. That's why we meditate. You'll start to find it yourself. So first, you don't even realize it. And then when you have someone who dares to tell you, very wonderful friend or teacher or advisor, keep them. They're willing to dare to tell you the things that you don't want to hear. From there, now that you know, how do you fix it? And then when you finally know how to fix it, then to actually practice so you fix it. It is a very difficult process to get rid of bad habits. So when you start to realize, good that you realize, and then just work on it little by little. Don't beat yourself up, because we are all in the process of getting better. Everyone has their own dirt they're dealing with, including me. We all have stuff, and we're all working on it. That's the important thing, is we're working on it, trying to be better. Okay? All right, thank you for your question. And, okay, Haguso says, what is one thing you would pass on to a student that would take up your place at a much later date? Okay, I think you're saying like what kind of wisdom I would share with someone that way you can help them out. that what you mean? What is one thing you would pass on to a student that would take up your place? So you mean like, let's say, who would come after me? Uh, so I guess more like a lesson or advice to new monks, I guess you could say. One thing that I have taught a lot of new monks is actually I think I talked about it last week. Don't trust what you think when you are sick, when you're ill. You have a cold, you have pain. Yes, even simply pain is enough to make you start thinking negatively. So when you are not at your regular tip-top shape, like you have an ailment, you have some kind of pain, you have something like that, do not believe what you're thinking because you're going to logically think the opposite what you want to do. And especially if you've been practicing, especially in Western culture, how we're taught the scientific method, we tend to think logically, even if it's something we don't want to do. So, like how I explained, because I have wanted to disrobe, like to stop being a monk when I was sick, and it was logical because as monks, we have a precept that even if an elder would still need to care for the young monk if they're sick. So it's like it's part of the precepts of the monks that to care for each other, which is wonderful. But being an independent person, you feel I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to bother my elder. I don't want to bother these people. Man, if I wasn't a monk, then they wouldn't have to care for me. I could just rest and be okay. Then I thought to myself, why did I just think to disrobe? That has never been in my mind. I love being a monk. You see, so that's the one thing I always share with them. Don't believe what you think when you are not at your 100%, because sometimes it'll be logical, but we'll start thinking the opposite of what we want to do. So even check yourselves. Notice how you start thinking when you're not well. You'll be like, why am I so negative? And that's the funny thing about our mind. It's like the mind saying something's wrong with the body, please, and then it's just unable to think clearly. Body mind connection is very real. So if you have a healthy body, your mind tends to be a lot easier. If your mind's not so healthy, it tends to make your body unhealthy too. So that's why we're practicing that balance, little by little. Okay. All right. Thank you, Hakuzo. Isaac has a question. In moments of less discipline, but joy is present from the current present experience, how can I maintain integrity with the fact that everything is how it needs to be? This is acceptance. You have to be content with whatever it is. For example, as we are practicing our meditation, or even in life, one thing I recommend is no expectation. And you go, When you have expectation, even if it's a good thing, the feeling you get when it doesn't reach your expectation is not great. For example, a student, okay, they have that expectation they're gonna get an A plus. It's gotta be an A plus. It's gotta be an A plus. I studied so hard, it's gotta be an A plus. I got an A minus, and they feel horrible. I'm like, and then they're standing next to the kid who had a D, and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" You know, that's the thing with expectation. We of course when we meditate, we want to have all the benefits. We want to have that wonderful experience, but when it's time to meditate, we have to let go of that try. You have to not try to do it. Instead, you just allow it to happen. And that's the thing that's quite difficult. We always want to be in control, but you can't control it. What we have to do is learn to let go. Allow it to just happen. When you allow it to happen, that's when you go in deeper. You're able to experience, not expect. The more you expect, the more stuck you feel. You're building up an invisible wall. But then when you don't have that wall, you start to experience. This is why I like to recommend feel like you're in kindergarten. You know, kids in kindergarten, young children, they are the perfect example of being in the moment. Quite literally, whatever's in front of them is all they care. Whatever happened a few seconds ago is already gone. It's just right here. That's it. So you don't have to be exactly like that, but at least be able to let go and just, whatever happens, happens. Allow it to happen. And yes, sometimes in meditation, unpleasant thoughts may come up. If you need a break, take a break. Open your eyes, do something else, or meditate with your eyes open if needed. This is the thing about meditation. all our thoughts we have, you never forget them. They're in there. Okay, you cannot forget them. As much as you want to forget, it's there. But when you start to accept, you start to let go, it'll be a lot easier to deal with. It's a process, little by little, all right? But keep up your practice. Very good. Thank you, Isaac. Oh, Anna says, oh, Anna just saying thanks, Lisa, for your question. You need to hear that answer. Okay. And you're very welcome, Anna Maria. Thank you for joining in. As I know you're in France, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning right now. Okay, so before we go, I'd like to remind you guys again that I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, this week, tomorrow, I'll be leading a class for New Jersey. So if you're in New Jersey, where I used to be, the in-person class, I'll be zooming in. So I won't be there in person, but I'll be on the TV screen with you guys. And of course, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, I'll be here to enjoy the meditation with you all. As I'm always very glad that I get to be here. If you didn't notice, I really don't like canceling class because I love being here with you guys. I get the opportunity to meditate with you all and get to hang out. But, things happen and life happens. So I do my best to adjust, try and make it work. But now I'd like to give you all a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, see you guys next time. And for those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you'd like to chat. Take care, everyone.